Olis! Hello everyone! Welcome back. Today we're going to do a mukbang with Pad Thai. And we have, of course, Marisol.
Hi.
The one, the only Marisol. She gets to speak this time. I guess you talked to her.
Of course, yes.
But
we're going to do a story time.
Story time about our time in Vienna during our trip, our Euro trip. And this is going to be about New Year's and about how we got home on New Year's Day.
And what occurred. But first of all, I'm going to eat because we can start.
Start what? Eating or speaking?
Speaking.
Because I was ready to eat.
We can take a break, no?
I'm too lazy to do chopsticks. I'm going to give you a tap. Okay. Putting the limon. Because it's essential.
This is one of our favorite, fast foods here in Spain because there's not really, a lot of fast food.
You want to watch it?
Yes.
And in Spain was the first time I tried it as well.
Yeah, she'd never had pad thai before, in general. Which I think you can get more, better pad thai in the U.S. No? Is it true?
I don't know.
We have audience here today.
Yes.
Carol and Maricruz. They're just.
She has arrived. She's here.
They're just watching us.
Maricruz and Carol.
They're gonna help us.
Carol is not gonna come.
Carol's already halfway done with her food.
Okay, so to start the story, okay.
I messed up by
That is the story.
Originally, I messed up. That's me the whole trip. We had split off the work to get the Airbnbs and whatnot, and it was my job to get the Airbnb or hostel for Vienna, which I messed up completely because I got one that was 1 hour away from Vienna.
So it's not a lie. She did mess up.
So it was all my fault. So we had to take taxis to and from because the bus system was also very messed up because it was New Year's Eve and the transportation system wasn't really working. I think that's what was happening. I'm not so sure. So we had to spend 30 to 60 euros there and back.
It was 60 for a taxi.
For a taxi. Yes. For a taxi each time. And getting to the Airbnb in general was a fucking hassle because we were kind of running late. We were trying to get to the hostel to get ready to go out in Vienna.
And we were also coming from Italy, so me and Carol had a 10-hour train ride, and then you had a.
And I had missed my bus to go to Vienna, so I booked a super fast blah blah car.
How long was that, anyways?
6 or 7 hours.
Got to the Airbnb pretty much. Me and Carol stayed at the hostel. I mean, at the train station all day because we were waiting for her to come. So we got to the Airbnb at 8 or 9, got ready, and then left to the center of Vienna.
Super fast. It was very rushed. Everything was rushed.
Yeah. And then we took a taxi there, I think. It was a $60 taxi to the center. And then we had some hot not cocoa, I swear.
Hot
wine. And then the countdown happened. Fun fact, they don't count down in Vienna.
Yeah, they
didn't know it was 12. But
did they count down in Amsterdam? They did.
They did. They didn't count down over there.
Maybe they did count down, maybe just not where we were at the time. So then I have a friend in Vienna who I called up and we were like, hey, what do you want to do afterwards? And he was like, come to this club. We go to the club and it's fun. I mean, it's not the best fun I've ever had in my life, but it was pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
But we stayed out till 4 a.m.
4:30 when we left. So at 4:30 we went outside the club. She ordered an Uber because there was no taxis, and we were just it's easier just to get an Uber. So we got an Uber, and then she gave me the phone to put the address in, and I was like, have a sleep. And so I put an address in, but it's
drunk.
also a German.
She was half drunk.
No, I was actually really tired. We didn't even drink that much, actually.
No, you didn't.
But me trying to save my reputation. The name was super long and in German. So I was trying to put it in, and
she put in the wrong address.
It was the same name though, wasn't it? It was just a different area, where it was at. So it's close, but not close enough. So she trusted me, and then so we got in the Uber, and we started going, and I
the wrong
in
way.
the back was knocked out with Caroline
Caroline.
and our other friend, and we both knocked out because we were exhausted.
And I'm sitting in the front,
yeah, and the rest
taking
is
full
her
responsibility
crew.
for once, because I usually never take responsibility.
For once.
For once I'm taking responsibility, and everybody in the back is passing out. I realize that this man is going the wrong way.
This man.
And I tried telling him, because I was looking at my maps, and I was seeing that he was going away from the direction of where our Airbnb was. And I was just in a nice way trying to tell him that he was going the wrong way, and he was like, no, this is fine, like, I'm going the right way, don't worry. And
There's also a language barrier because he didn't speak very well English.
And we don't speak German. Really, really far away, and then I see that these girls are all passed out. And so I go out of my way again to be like, hey, I really think you're going the wrong way. And so he just pulls over.
In the middle of nowhere.
It was dark, no cars anywhere. We're on a weird highway. He pulls over and he's like, what? Like, what do you want? And I like show my map and I'm like, we're not in the right spot. We need to go this direction. And he was super annoyed, and so I walked up.
Were we almost at the border of Hungary?
We were almost at the border. We were probably like an hour away from the border of Hungary.
But she woke me up in a fright.
I woke her up and I was like, hey, I need the address to the Airbnb. Like, this is not the right one.
Yeah.
And she like just gives it to him. And we were 50 minutes away now.
Yeah. Like an hour away from the
Airbnb.
Sorry.
And we were outside of Vienna for sure.
Yeah, and he was telling us that he was really mad because he was like, this is not even in the city of Vienna. This is like literally the opposite way, an hour away.
And I was just trying to be nice. And he's like, fine, yeah, sure. Starts driving. And I'm just like trying to stay awake the whole time because I was tired, but I was like, just trying to make sure he was going the right way. This man starts taking wrong exits. He starts taking wrong turns. He starts going into like a different freeway. And I was like, is he trying to kill us? Like, is he trying to kidnap us? So he kept going, taking wrong turns because apparently he was confused. And then I told him, I don't know why he was confused when the directions were on the GPS, but he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck? You're going the wrong way. He pulls over again and he tells us to get the fuck out. He tells us that he doesn't want to drive us anymore because
I think he was just also frustrated because we were driving for an hour, but like it was literally his fault, and it was literally in the middle of nowhere where he stopped, and he's like, get out, like I don't know where you guys are trying to go, but like I'm not gonna take you there because it's taking so long. And this is like official Uber person. I mean, I hope so. If not, but.
It was.
But so he was like, get out, and we're like, there's literally no cars around here. There's nothing. It's deserted.
My phone was at
dark.
1%, and most of these girls didn't even have data on their phone because I don't know why. I always say data is very fucking important, and nobody ever wants to put data on their phone.
Doesn't have data on her phone right now.
Doesn't want to put minutes on their phone. So my phone was at 1%, and I was like, no, I'm very sorry. Please, can you just take us? And he was like, he wasn't okay with it, but I mean, how was he gonna make us get out of the car? Like he wasn't gonna.
Yeah, he pretty much we convinced him. Pretty much, we all woke up and convinced him. We're like, there's literally nothing around here. So he started driving again, and somehow, some way, I mean, he kept on making wrong turns still, right? On the way there, because I had the audacity to fall back asleep after I knew that this was happening. So I would like go to sleep and then wake up, and she'd be like, no, like turn this way, this way. But then I'd go back to sleep because I was tired.
Eventually, literally the longest 50 minutes of my life, I was just trying to stay awake to make sure he was going the right way. And finally, we were getting closer, which like I was more relieved about, but I was also getting more tired, and I was like starting to fall asleep. But basically, like an hour had passed, and we're finally rolling up to the Airbnb. And everybody wakes up, and we're like, okay, we're finally here. And then I go and talk to him. I'm like, hey, so how much is the difference going to be? I pulled out a calculator that looked like it was on the app of Uber, and he goes like this. And it said 113 euros. And I was like, oh, is that what it's going to charge me on my phone? He's like, no, I need that in cash right now. And I was like, what?
And we didn't have any money because we
spent it all at the club.
Spent it all at the club to get in because it was kind of expensive. It's like 30 euros to get in. But so we like used all our money for that. So I think that's why we got the Uber too, because we were relying on our cards.
That's why we didn't get a taxi.
Yeah.
Because on Uber you're allowed to pay with the app.
So we did that, and he was like, oh, like no, like I need 113 euros cash like right now.
He's like, my tank, I need to fill my
Yeah,
tank.
he kept on saying like tank. I don't know his thing, but he was like tank. So I'm guessing he wanted to fill up his tank, but that's expensive as tank of Utah.
I was like, okay, don't worry, I'll be right back. I get out, I run to the Airbnb.
It was a high low key there. We all stayed. The three of us stayed in the back, and he was like just like chilling there, like not saying anything. And I was explaining to my other friends what was happening because they had just woken up. And I was like, yeah, it's like he wants 113 cash, but they're also charging us an Uber a certain amount. And so I was telling them, I was like, isn't it like literally like impossible for the Uber to charge us to take money from us? Because I know some people that work in Uber, and I don't think that's allowed. But I was like, and I was trying to say, like, I was telling them, and I'm guessing he understood a bit of it.
She was saying it so he could hear.
Yeah, like I wasn't like, oh, shh. Like I was like I don't think this is allowed. Like he can't do this. I was being hella like extra, but I was like, he can't do this. Like on Uber, like it says you can't do it. And so by the time she came back, she like had the money, and she was like, oh, here.
I was like, please just let us go.
She like had the money here, was like giving it to him, and he literally like snatched the 50.
He snatched it.
And he was like, get out. And we're like, what the fuck? Like okay, we're home, so we're gonna get
luckily he only took the 50 euro bill.
Actually, yeah.
When he technically wanted us to give him 113. But then we got back to the Airbnb, and we were like, what the fuck just happened? And then
because you also checked your phone, and it was, and then they're charging her 150 on the app.
And then on the app they charged me 150. I don't know how that came about, but they were able to charge me 150 on the app.
I think it's just from the trip itself, but he wanted.
I think because the trip itself, because it shows the route. It was like super long. It was like almost a full circle.
Literally.
And the next day, it was true that like they had charged me that money on my card, and then we have our lovely secretary slash Caroline who likes to fight for her rights.
Yes, and how I was saying that we are Latina women, and Carol was Latina, and my mama and their mama taught them how to fight for their rights. So Carol,
a very strong.
Yeah, she was like,
message.
We were very afraid. I mean, we were
on the night of New Year's Eve. All I wanted to do was be home
with my family,
safe with my friends. But no,
but it was true.
This long message, and we like sent it to them. But
yeah,
shout out to them because they gave me my full money back, and they were very sorry that we had this experience with this driver.
So we ended up getting all the money back.
Yeah, except for the 50 that the guy snatched for his gas or something. I don't know.
For like a 2-hour trip, because we got home at 6:30 and we left the club at 4:30.
The next day we didn't like even leave the house.
Oh yeah, we were in shock.
We were just like,
and didn't want to pay more money.
We were just like, what
happened?
What had happened?
What had happened was that we didn't know what had happened, so we didn't leave the house until the night because we had to eat.
But now the moral of the story is that don't book an Airbnb or hostel so damn far
That's
away.
The only reason. That's the only moral of the story. Do not. It's on Marisol.
It's on me. Yeah.
It's on my fault for being tired.
No, I think it's and that's what happens when you travel. Not everything is great.
Because that was literally one of like so many different fields that we went to.
L's.
But
we're proud of them. I mean,
yes.
I think it's funny.
I think it's funny. You just missed a flight.
Thinking back, I missed a flight the other day. No biggie.
No biggie. She made it. We're not done yet, but we will finish on our private time. But thank you guys for watching. We will be back soon with another video. Marisol will be back. Don't you worry. I know you will miss her. But she will be back. And thank you for watching. Comment if you guys have any crazy stories about traveling in Europe or just in general. Any hostel stories, because that's scary.
Hostel stories.
Luckily, we didn't get bad experiences.
Yeah. When we were with an 80-year-old man.
Oh. Okay.
We had a bad experience.
Later.
Update. That's for another story time.
And then our second room smelled like pure cigarettes and weed.
That was the same room.
And throw up.
That was the same room.
No. We switched, and then the second one smelled hella bad because we thought we were alone. And then they came in and we were like...
Yes, bro. We'll stay tuned for more.
Yes, because we still have a whole semester of traveling, so much more to come. So yes, like and subscribe to the channel, and we shall be back for more as we continue to eat our pad thai.
But we left like the first thing next morning.
Is it good?
Yeah, you're hungry?
I'm hungry. concoction.
Put it on the video.
Pooping well is good for you.
Essential. Cheers.
I
Why?
pooped 4 times. I didn't even know how to use chopsticks.
Huh?
It's too exciting.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I feel like we're not there yet.
Yeah, you are. Of course you are.
Bree, comment on my
You're
video.
always there.
Will you leave that in?